team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Entering play call screen.
The Titans have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players do you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
To the air, it's Levin. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
RPO, I'll go. RPO red, RPO. Y trips offset up, Y off tree, trips key, shallow X did. Key pin. Key pin.
The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, and he loses the football. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Titans offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. These guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Suggestion from 4. Cover 2 hard flat. Cover 3 cloud STR.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Give cushion.
Back to pass, it's Beebe. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Titans send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run it from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Titans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smallwood. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
These wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw. It's Levitt. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Arizona State. First score of the game goes up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and you're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Titans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Entering play call, formation, to split, bench, spacing switch.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Beebe. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Titans in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Safety fire.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Goodness gracious, you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Gets open down the middle. It's a seam wide open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes a grab. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone.
Cover 2 man.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
White ribs. White rail. Formation. Gun. Y off trio. RPO alert. Empty and outside.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Empty and outside zone is selected.
He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Corner strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Doubles wide. Curl combo. Corner strike. Wing step. I'll go. Empty. W. I'll go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Audible.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That's caught. It's Moss. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Brown. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Entering play call formation. There are 6 cat. there, that press.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Entering play call.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying with gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job of his defense to stop him in his tracks. The Titans will send out the punt unit. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Screen, you have 5 options.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 6 categories.
And the offense out of the field to go back to work. Low-scoring first half, and now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
To the air. It's Beebe. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Takes the easy one to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on third down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great...
There he goes! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Over. There are 6
and the
categories.
Titans come to the line in the hurry up.
Options. Cover 1 whole select. Give cushion.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Looking for the goal line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
Touchdown Titans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Play call. Coach
setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now.
Entering play call.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he
Choose a
stopped
player
at
to
the 25.
formation. There are 8 categories.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the move, it's Udo. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that ball's free behind the line. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Red formation. Option is set. Spread what? T-seam. Double slant. D shallow cross.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of me. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He got it! Touchdown, Arizona State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Bringing it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Robert press, cover to hard flat.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Audible.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Titans are rolling down the field. The give on the option. Lots of running room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Enter, cover 3
Listen,
back,
you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
There are 6
And the Titans racing to the line in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll try to do it himself. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Beebe. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Inside zones.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for room. It's Udo. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
Play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive.
time.
This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those pockets.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Titans have it with a 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Safety blitz.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Cover 1 Robert press.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hall. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Audible.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
LB blitz 0.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
This time he's got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Titans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He makes a fair catch just outside zone 10 at the 11-yard line.
Option is set. Double goal combo. Corners. Goal combo.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. The old coaching